What if I told you that there is a super easy way to get 15% field march speed on your Philip combo? That's right, 15%. And it all stems from this skill right over here. So you can read that if this commander's troop contains at least two different unit types, it gains 15% march speed and it takes 15% less damage. Well, we're going to try to manipulate this very similar to how people manipulate one siege march in Canyon to give you a little bit of boost to speed. So let's dive into it and I'll show you how it works. Okay, so how this works is exactly how I said in the intro. It is very similar to the one troop trick that you use in Canyon. And what is the one troop trick in Canyon? Well, that's actually very simple. We go into Canyon here, we'll go into my defensive lineup, and you'll see that a lot of people, I think myself included, yes, have a one siege march kind of anchoring their troop so that the back lane and the front lane hit at the same time. This is really common in higher level Canyon lineups, and I think that it's actually really good. So what is the opposite of one siege march? Well, that would be one T1 cav. Now, T1 cavs are the fastest unit in the game, so generally you're not going to slow any march that you put a T1 cav into, and with the skill on Philip, he will actually gain march speed. So what situations does this work in? Well, I'll show you. What's a very popular combo that's coming to light right now? ZL with Philip, as well as Ragnar with Philip. I think that both of those are really strong. And then one that we're going to explain why it does not work is actually going to be with Liu Che. So first off, I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. How you do it is you make your presets. Now, I've gone ahead and made these presets for the demonstration. So we're going to start off with the Ragnar. Now you'll see that I am running Ragnar primary with Philip secondary. We go here and I'm going full inf. This is how most people would run it. There's nothing wrong with this. This is great how everyone would run it. And so there's a full inf set there, and we're going to just go to this spot right here, and I'm going to see how long it takes for my march to actually get there. So we're going to go ahead. I believe it is what, preset 10? Yeah, so preset 10, full inf 1801, but it's not on the map yet, so it needs to be on the map. So 1801, we're going to go ahead and look, it's taking 11 minutes and 50 seconds. You guys saw how long that took? Pretty straightforward. So we're going to go back to my city. Now we're going to try the other preset with the one troop of cav. Now, if we go in, we'll go here, we'll go to 11, and you'll see that this preset is almost the same, except it has one T1 troop. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and march. And now it's at 11:05. So it's actually shaving almost 50 seconds off that march time, which does actually matter. Now you say, Kane, well, now it's not full inf. It's going to, ruin up your other skills and whatnot. No, that's actually not true, because same as the Canyon, as soon as this march enters combat, and you'll actually see right here, this one cav troop will die. Boop, it's gone. And now your march is back to being 100% infantry. It's really interesting. So this is just free march speed all around. And remember, as soon as you get into combat, that one troop, that one T1 cav troop, it will die. So you'll lose the march speed as soon as combat starts. But how often do zones open and you're walking like halfway across Kingsland before your murder ball fight, and then your ZL or your Ragnar are falling way behind? Well, this will completely change that, and I think it's really important. So we're going to go ahead and demonstrate now the same exact thing with ZL, and you'll see the march speed difference. So we're going to come back. We're going to go over here. Same spot, same location. We're going to use the preset. I believe it is preset 12. Yes, so we're going to go down here, preset 12. And this is my, I think this one has the cav in it. So we're going to go preset 13. And this is full archer. So preset 13, we're going to go back here. It's taking 11:50 to get there. 11:50 seems very similar to our last one. And now we're going to go here. We're going to go back to preset 12, and you'll see that I'm going to have one T1 cav here. And now 11:04. So very similar march time to the Ragnar, and it shaves an entire 50 seconds off that march time. Now, you might say, well, Philip Liu Che or Liu Che Philip is a super, awesome combination with infantry. Like, why doesn't it work for that? And I'll show you it doesn't work, and then I'll explain why. So we're going to come here. We're going to go ahead, use this combination with the horseman first. So this is with the one troop of the T1 horse. We go here, and you'll see 12 minutes and 6 seconds. Okay, so by far like my slowest march of everything so far. So strange. And well, is it going to be faster or slower? Well, we're going to go ahead, go back into here. And now we'll scroll down here. And now this is pure inf, all inf. And you'll actually see that it is just barely faster without the T1 Siege. So why doesn't it work with Liu Che? Well, if we run into the Liu Che kit here, you'll see in part of its kit, it says if their troop contains only infantry units, it gains 20% march speed and takes 20% less skill damage. So keep that in mind. This works not just with ZL and not just with Ragnar. I only use those combinations because those are popular in the meta right now as I struggle to find my Ragnar. So I don't know, does something like Huo work, right? Where you can add maybe one T1 archer? Well, probably not, right? Because if you're adding a T1 archer, then you're probably slowing your march speed by way more than 15% because cavs are usually the fastest. So I would not recommend running this with any sort of cav march. It's really only your archer marches that you can add a T1 cav to, or your imp marches, again, that you can add a T1 cav to. So what I would suggest, the takeaways from this video, all of your presets should actually have one T1 cav unit in there if you're running a Philip secondary. So if you are running ZL with Philip, have one T1 cav in there. If you're running Ragnar with Philip, have one T1 cav in there, because you're just going to be faster to your target. And then as soon as you hit that target, your march is the same as it always was, and you're good to go. And real quick, I'm not going to take credit for this. I did not discover this on my own. It was actually a member in my kingdom that brought this to my attention. He asked me the question. He's like, hey, Kane, like, are you familiar with the fact that this could work this way? And let's see if I can find him. His name is Soren, this guy right here. So normally, quite the yapper. I'm giving him a hard time, guys. He's a good kingdom member, but he brought this to my attention, and I'm not sure if he figured it out, but I heard from another source that it actually came from somebody called Omthala. I think I'm pronouncing that right, from 1568. So if he or she was the one that found this out, then awesome. But props to Soren for bringing it to my attention, and honestly, I hope you guys can all benefit. And yeah, we'll see how this little micro optimization shapes up on the field. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you learned something. I'll talk to you in the next one.